Hello, my outstanding language learners. My name is Todd Elbrovitz and welcome to Outstanding English. In this video, we're going to compare when to use the past continuous tense and when to use the past simple tense. As a quick recap, we create past simple tense sentences using our subject and our past tense form of our verb. I go over regular verb endings, irregular verbs, how to create sentences and questions in parts 1 and 2 of this series. Two examples are, I cooked dinner last night and he felt sick this morning. To create past continuous tense sentences, we have our subject, was or were, and a verb plus ing. We go over ing endings, how to create sentences, and questions in part 3 of this series. So two examples are, she was studying at 7 o'clock last night and we were watching a movie when the phone rang. We use the past simple tense to talk about a completed action in the past. The guests arrived at 3 o'clock. However, we use the past continuous to describe an unfinished action at or around a time in the past. So this says, we were preparing snacks at 4 o'clock yesterday. We started sometime before 4 o'clock and continued preparing snacks sometime after 4 o'clock. We use the past simple to talk about repeated actions in the past. I worked late every day last week. We use the past continuous to talk about parallel actions, two or more actions happening at the same time. The children were cleaning while I was cooking lunch. We use the past simple to talk about a series of past actions. One thing happened after another. When the guests arrived, we played Mario Party. Let's compare this to a past continuous tense sentence which talks about an interrupted action in the past. When the guests arrived, we were playing Mario Party. It means we were playing before they arrived and may or may not have continued after they arrived. We use the past continuous to talk about temporary situations in the past. These are not permanent situations. She was teaching overseas last summer, which means after summer was over, she probably moved back to her home country. We can use the past continuous to talk about past annoying habits. He was always bothering his sister as a child. Maybe once he got older, he stopped bothering his sister so much. And we also use it for plans that didn't happen. I was hoping to go fishing this morning, but I felt sick. If I didn't feel sick, I would have gone fishing and I would have caught a huge catfish. Before a past simple clause, we can have when or as. If we start our sentence with when or as, then after the first clause we have a comma. If the when or as is between the two clauses, then we don't need a comma. Two examples are, when the package came, we were watching a movie, and we took notes as the professor spoke. If we have a past continuous clause, we can use when, while, or as, and the same rules apply. If they come at the beginning of the sentence, we have a comma before the second clause. If they're between the two clauses, we don't need a comma. Three examples are, a package came when we were watching a movie. While we were watching a movie, a package came. As I was driving to work, I saw an accident. These exercises and more are available in a shared Google Doc in the description below this video. To complete these, choose the word or words that best finish the sentence. Pause this video as you work. Let's look at our answers together. Number 1 says, we went to the zoo twice last summer. Number 2 says, I was cooking dinner when the phone rang. Number 3 says, Jordan didn't hear the door because he was cleaning upstairs. Number 4 says, Natalie fell off her bicycle on her way to work this morning. Number 5 says, when the fire alarm went off, the class was taking a test. And number 6 says, Claudia and Harold were living in Sydney during the 2000 Summer Olympics. If you got them all right, great, let's move on. For these exercises, take the verb in parentheses and put it either in the past simple tense or the past continuous tense. Pause this video as you work. Let's go over our answers. Number 1 says, I burned my hand while I was cooking this morning. Number 2 says, she was talking to a client when I walked in. Number 3 says, His son broke his arm while he was playing football. Number 4 says, as I was running errands, I saw an old friend. Number 5 says, we were playing cards when the lights went out. And number 6 says, Mark hit a bird as he was driving to work. Thank you for joining me here at Outstanding English. If you liked today's content, hit that outstanding like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.